Bikes and hills, an ever ending love story in my life. Not only mine, but many people's lives as well. It is mid May and it is peak summer here in India, and the mountains are calling. You heard it right. We are heading towards the mountains. This is a place I'm visiting for the very first time on my bike, and I'm really excited for this one. We are heading towards yet another beautiful hill station on the Western Ghats, and yes, it is Munnar. We left Bengaluru at around 4:30 am in the morning, and the destination for us for the ride was Suryanalli in Munnar. The route was quite a similar route and was a part of many of our previous rides. It was Hosur, Krishnagiri, Dharmapuri, Salem, Bhavani, Tirupur, Palladam, Udumalpetai, Anaimalai, Chinnar, Marayur, Munnar, and then finally to Suryanalli. The road from Munnar to Suryanalli via the famous Gap Road of Munnar was so beautiful, and this Gap Road is also called as the Kochi Dhanushkodi National Highways. We had covered this route previously during the Kodaikanal trip. However, for this ride, the route deviates from Udumalpetai towards Anaimalai Tiger Reserve and then followed by the Chinnar Wildlife Conservation Range. We chose this route instead of the Theni Bodimeda route just to experience the ride through these wildlife conservation ranges. We were really hoping to see at least few glimpses of the wildlife in its own territory. As the ride extended into the day, the temperatures started soaring, and rightly so because it was the peak summer. As we could see the mountain ranges on the horizon, it was so relieving for us that we were almost reaching the foothills of the Western Ghats. A few more kilometers from here and we will enter the Anaimalai Tiger Reserve. As soon as we entered the Anaimalai range and right after few meters into the tiger reserve, we saw a wild elephant, and yes, that was all we needed and wanted because this was the only reason to choose this route over the other Theni Bodimeda route. A ride through the forest is always something that I love and always wanted whenever we plan for a ride towards the mountains. The route from Pollachi to Udumalpetai and then from Udumalpetai to Anaimalai is so scenic and gives a very pleasant and calming effect to my mind during this ride. Even though the temperatures were soaring and very high due to the peak summer, it was not felt during the ride due to the trees around. After reaching the all-important checkpoint of Anaimalai, that is when I really started to enjoy the ride, as the other stretch was the usual highways and the country roads. Even though it was summer, it felt like as we were already into the monsoon season as it started to rain once we entered the Chinnar range. The dark clouds on the horizon was just indicating that we were in for a monsoon ride during the summer. I like the dark clouds as it always gives some kind of happiness because yes, we know it is going to rain when the clouds are dark. Anaimalai Tiger Reserve is a natural habitat for the elephants and is regarded by UNESCO as part of the Western Ghats World Heritage Site. Munnar, with its picturesque landscape, cool climate, tranquility of nature and its location and proximity to other tourist places such as Kodaikanal, Tekadi, Meghamala, Kolukamala, etc. makes it a much sought after destination of nature visitors across the world. As we were reaching Chinnar, it started to drizzle, and after entering into the Chinnar Wildlife Conservation Range, it started to pour down, and this is when we felt as though we were onto a monsoon ride during the summer. Anyway, the rain was relieving for us as the temperature cooled down. Chinnar Wildlife Sanctuary is amongst the most promising location to enjoy nature in its full swing. This wildlife conservation park is a habitat of a wide range of species like panthers, spotted deer, Indian elephants, gaur, tigers, sambar deer, Nilgiri thar, Hanuman monkey, etc. As previously said, our destination is not Munnar, but it is Suryanelli, which is around 30 kilometers from Munnar on the Gap Road. April 29th was the day when we started the ride, and this was the day when section 144 was imposed in Munnar because the Kerala forest was in a process of capturing a wild elephant named as Arikumban in the Chinnakanal range of Munnar. We had booked our stay somewhere near Suryanelli, which comes under the Chinnakanal range, and it is in close proximity to the Gap Road or the Kochi Dhanushkodi National Highway. Trust me, this is one of the best routes or roads which I have rode on my bike, and it was really something which I have never experienced before in any of my previous rides. Hope you all enjoyed this video and the ride through two of the most beautiful wildlife sanctuaries here, which is in close proximity to Munnar. Stay tuned for the continuation of this ride to Suryanelli through Munnar through the beautiful Gap Road. Keep exploring.